Every time this woman's husband went out, she would change into a set of sexy clothes, then tell her daughter to take care of her younger brother before leaving the house as well. After it happened many times, it naturally aroused the daughter's suspicions. To verify her guess, she found her mother's phone book and dialed the frequently called number. But as soon as she spoke, the person on the other end hung up. Seeing how flustered the other party was, Lisa was sure her mother was at that man's house. To get back at this irresponsible woman, Lisa filled the bathtub with water, then coaxed her younger brother over. When he was off guard, she pressed his head firmly underwater. Soon, the brother drowned. Then she intentionally called her mother to say something had happened to her brother. Upon hearing the news, Mary rushed out of her lover's house like mad. Along the way, guilt-ridden, she kept urging the man to drive faster, so he had to push the speed to the limit. But an accident occurred on the way. The car crashed into a guardrail. Mary's lover died on the spot. After this incident, not only did she lose her beloved, but her husband also divorced her. Yet even so, Mary's nature didn't change. First, she found a blind man, then rented an attic room in his house. At night, she put on that same set of sexy clothes again, then tore open the prepared package. Unexpectedly, inside was the spirit tablet of her deceased lover. She carefully placed it in front of the cabinet, lit 3 candles, and from then on, laughter and chatter could always be heard from upstairs. However, the landlord downstairs noticed that he never heard a second person's voice. Out of curiosity, he specifically hired a private investigator to look into Lisa's background. The investigation revealed that, after losing her lover and son, Mary's mental state had become unstable. That's why she talked to herself every night in her room. One day, the woman's husband and daughter found her. As soon as they met, the daughter excitedly rushed over for a hug, but the husband stood at the door with a stern expression. While her parents were chatting, Lisa looked around for her mother's room but accidentally ended up in the landlord's room. She asked where her mother's room was, and the landlord told her without a second thought. At that moment, Lisa also noticed that the landlord seemed to be blind. After memorizing the location of her mother's room, the next day, while her mother was out, she went alone to the landlord's house. After knocking, she deliberately asked if her mother was home. Getting the landlord's reply, she then used the excuse of delivering a gift to her mother to ask to go to her bedroom. Normally, outsiders weren't allowed to enter tenants' rooms privately, but since she was Mary's daughter, he handed over the key to Mary's room to Lisa.